Why you should never believe a man who says he hates kids. When I first met Mark, he told me flat out, I'm just not a kid person. As a single mom to a 5-year-old fireball named Toby, I heard him loud and clear. I figured, fine, this is just a Friday night distraction. No feelings, no introductions, just dinner and adult conversation. We kept it that way for 6 months. I was careful. I kept my two worlds in completely different solar systems. But then the flu hit. Toby was miserable. Fever, tears, the whole 9 yards. I had to cancel our date last minute. I expected Mark to just say, bummer, hope he feels better, and go play video games. Instead, there was a knock on my door an hour later. Mark was standing there holding a grocery bag. He looked terrified. He handed me a box of popsicles, some children's Tylenol, and a brand new Lego set, the expensive kind with the dragons. I asked him, Mark, what are you doing here? I thought you hated this stuff. He rubbed the back of his neck, looked at the floor, and muttered, I spent 3 hours on YouTube today learning how to build this specific castle. I figured if I'm gonna hang around, I should probably be useful. Then he heard Toby cough from the living room. Mark didn't run away. He didn't look annoyed. He walked in, sat on the edge of the couch, and started explaining the difference between fire dragons and ice dragons, like it was his doctoral thesis. I stood in the hallway and realized he didn't hate kids. He was just scared of failing them. It's been a year since that night. Mark still claims he's not a kid person, but every Saturday morning I wake up to the sound of them in the kitchen, arguing about which cereal has the best prize inside. I think I've been demoted to third wheel in my own house, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Why my stepson's entitlement finally broke our family truce. The blended family dream is usually sold as a happy ending, but in my house, it's felt more like a Cold War. I've been married to my wife Sarah for 10 years. I helped raise her son Leo since he was 8. I tried everything, sports, video games, even just being a quiet listener. But Leo always held me at arm's length. He worshipped his biological father, a guy who hasn't paid a cent in child support and shows up maybe once a year in a rented sports car to look like a big shot. Sarah and I have 2 younger daughters together. Early on, we made a deal. I would fund the girls' college accounts, and Sarah would handle Leo's using her inheritance and savings. It felt fair. Last month, Leo got his acceptance letter to a private university. The tuition is astronomical. Sarah showed him his fund, which covers a solid 3 years at a state school. But Leo? He didn't say thank you. He looked at the balance, then looked at the girls' accounts, and lost his mind. He called me a fraud. He said I was penalizing him for not being my real blood. Then he went to his bio dad's for the weekend. He came back and demanded that I liquidate part of my youngest daughter's fund to even the playing field. The kicker? Sarah actually looked at me and whispered, maybe we should just do it to keep the peace. I looked at Leo, the kid who refused to call me dad for a decade, the kid who tells everyone I'm just the guy mom married. I told him, Leo, if you're not my family when it's time to help with chores or show respect, you can't be family when it's time to sign the check. Now the house is silent. Sarah thinks I'm being rigid. Leo is posting on social media about evil step-parents, but I'm done. You can't spend 10 years building a